SwayamPrabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Dear learners, I welcome you in this course Research and Publication Ethics. Today I will be discussing on reference management and plagiarism detection softwares. My name is Dr. Nirbhay Kumar Mishra. I am an assistant professor at the Institute of Applied Sciences and Humanities at GLA University, Mathura. Before we move ahead, let's try to take a recap what we did in the last session. So we discussed about the research analytics of the journal finders. That was a very interesting discussion. In that we understood how to use different journals in terms of the different factors like indexing, like the impact factor and time duration. So to target a journal and a publication, these factors were really important to write a paper. In that discussion, we also practiced some significant journal finder tools like Springer, Elsevier, Sage, and the other services. We understood specific factors and values by using journal finders. We discussed journal finder software in the last discussion like Wiley Online, Tiller and Frankes, and Indaz Journal Selector Services. Journal Finder, as we observed, play an important role in giving direction to find standard quality journal. They also give you different analytics to fix what kind of journal quality you require, what impact factor you require, what indexing you require, and what is your manuscript time turnaround. So you want to publish your publication in given period. So these all facilities, these journal finders, they provide. So we understood these all ideas. Then we started our discussion in the last session and we learned the reference management software. Reference management is a very tedious job. All researchers know that accuracy is very important and doing manually is very hard thing, and I don't recommend do it manually, as there are many reference management softwares available these days and they wonderfully manage your thesis paper in terms of different format and style. So we learned about the Jotaro in the last session through the demonstration. So after this session, learners will understand about some other reference management softwares like Mendeley and EndNote. I will be just taking a recap for the Jotaro also, so that learners can actually grasp the Jotaro, Mendeley and EndNote and can use these software services in order to write thesis or papers. So learners will also understand about the plagiarism detection software. Here we will discuss two detection software, Turnitin and Arcant. So as we discussed, there are three different reference manager softwares, Jotaro, Mendeley and EndNote. So I will be taking a quick review to Jotaro first of all, then I will be moving to discuss in detail about the Mendeley, and then in the end we'll try to discuss about the EndNote. So as I discussed yesterday also, reference manager tool, they help researchers to organize their references for the research papers and projects. They help you in making in-text citations, references and bibliography, and they are well designed with their plugins and the other links well connected to the link, social media, Altimetrics. So they provide you update, references and bibliography. So before I move to talk about the Mendeley, and we practice Mendeley, how do we use Mendeley for our reference manager and citations. I just gave you a brief session on Jotaro, and I request all the researchers, so in advance they can have the downloads of the Mendeley, Jotaro and EndNote, so that they can also be in ready mode to use these reference managers with me. So let's first of all take a quick recap to Jotaro. So you can go to link to Jotaro and you can download this through the online. Okay, but I have already downloaded this Jotaro and also installed Firefox connector. So I will be quickly moving to my Jotaro, so to make you understood what we did in the last session. When you download the Jotaro, right, you find this front view. From the left to right, this window is open, and here you can see the My Library, okay, File, Edit, View, Tools, Help, and then when you come down you see the My Library. Okay, so you have to create your library, right? And then I have done some references yesterday, so even you can create some more sections over here. Suppose you want to add some folder. You start as a researcher. First of all, you create a folder. In that folder you save your references, like we are doing research in science. Okay, so create a folder of science. Now you see there is a folder of science, and now we will start quickly how to save references in this folder. Okay, so start with saving the references. First you download the link connector, then you will on this page you click the folder. Here is an add button. We simply can add as many as folder we want. We can create here folders, right, like this. So we can create folders like this by simply adding. Here is an add button on the folder. On the left side you just put the add button, and you can create any folder over here like this. So now we learn how to start the references quickly. Let's say we click new folder, right? Now we have different ways of saving references in Jotaro. Let's start with the first way, that saving Jotaro reference in Jotaro, that is manual way. And then if you click over here on this plus button, then you have several choices what you want to select. You want to save book reference or document, and suppose if you want to add manually, but I don't suggest you add manually because it creates error in saving the references, and it's very tedious job. So always use the identifier. But even if you want, then you can save like that. Title. So I'm just taking one article as for example to show you how to add it. Okay, right. So simply you can take any title from here, right? You are ready with your articles, right? So you must be knowing what you have to save. Okay, right. So let's say this article. Okay, so we can simply using here copy paste. I am simply showing you how to save it manually first of all, right? Yes. So you can simply copy. If you knowing it very well, you can simply write it. Okay. So yes, here we choose add manually. That's general article, and here we copy paste the title. Okay. Now we can write. We can give any volume just for the example, but you must be knowing to so give the all correct data. Okay. I can give any value here to just for the yes, and now you add it. Okay. So here you see you have got this first reference you have saved, that is adding manually. Now you can add the reference in the Jotaro library by using the identifier. So, how identifier work? Okay. So, simply it works with, let us say if I have this article open already, right, let me go through that. Yes. So, here you just copy the link from here, okay, and you can simply go and paste in this identifier like this and click enter. Okay. So, yeah. So, identifier will take automatically and generate the link here like we did yesterday. Okay. And these are two ways you can download any link over here, okay, using identifier, using manually, but I suggest that you use identifier. So, you can create your references over here. That is the one way you have to create the references. This is a basic thing how to use Zotero. First you create your reference file in the folder. Now, let us learn how to use Zotero for the citation. Okay. So, let us just open your file where you have to make the citation by using the Zotero, right. So, when you download the Zotero link, okay, so when you open the Word file, you see Zotero will be coming over here like this. And now, when you click on the Zotero, okay, you see on the left hand side you have two options. First is add edit citation. When you click add edit citation, before you clicking, you just fix where you want to save the citation. Suppose here you want to save the citation, you keep your cursor here and then click the add edit button here, and then you can fix your citation style. The number of style given over here, okay, you fix over here, right, and then you try to find out any article from the library what you have already saved. So, I told you how you can easily save by identifier, by manually, or by any online. Okay. So, we have already saved these articles, so they will be showing over here. So, you click it, okay, and then you see citation will automatically save over here, right. So, yeah. So, that citation is coming over here. You can see it is here saved, Francis et al. 2005. Suppose you want to save 2 or 3 citation along with, then you again click the cursor over here, okay, like this, and go edit, add edit, and again you can save the more citations over here. Okay. So, you will see that citation also will come over here added along with that citation. Now, coming to the bibliography, right. So, for creating bibliography, first you have to save all the citation, then in your reference section go and keep cursor here and yes. So, you see now you have 2 citations. So, you just simply click and now you see here 2 citations are added that we have done already, and when you come to the bibliography section, now yes, it has generated the bibliography after the references. So, this is the basic session I gave you, because these are the basic things that you require. Any researcher require first how to create the library by using the online resources and identifiers. Any DOI you can take, PubMed ID you can take, okay, or any copy link you can take from the Google web. You copy it in the identifier section and it will automatically generate your reference in the reference section. That is the first thing you have to learn, and second thing how to cite the references. First is the add text edit citation that we have done over here. You can see we have cited 2 in text citation, and then accordingly we have used this option added bibliography, and we have added this bibliography over here because we have just added 2 citations in text, then we have the bibliography of the 2 references, but you can add as many as references you want from exporting from the library, and you can use these 2 buttons. So, here we finish our quick review to use a Zotero for saving the references and using the references in the in-text citations. So, now we will move to the next discussion, and that is using Mendeley as reference manager software. So, same way Mendeley is also free open source reference management software. It is compatible with Mac, Windows and Linux machines. First you need to download Mendeley and the Mendeley Web Importer plugin. It saves references online to the Mendeley library. So, simply what you can do, you can go on the site of Mendeley, okay, and you can download the Mendeley for the Windows. Okay. So, I have already downloaded it, okay. So, I will be using that for my teaching reason. Okay. So, you can also download the Mendeley likewise. So, now further we will move to understand about the Mendeley, how to use it through online. So, when you download the Mendeley, right, so you see this window opens, okay. So, now let's first take a quick review of these all options so that you can be very much aware about it. So, we have the on the left hand side, see the library and the notebook, that we will understand how to use the notebook. We have the option add new, then we see downside all references, then recently added. When you add any reference, it will show in the recently added. Recently read, when you read the references, it will show in the recently read, and you can also make your favorite list of the references, and then you can also save your publication, the my publication sheet. And trash option will say if you delete any reference, that will show under the trash, where from you can again restore it. If you want permanently delete it, you can do that also. In the note collection option, you can make your collections, right. You can name these collections, okay, and then you can use and with the tagging with the information option. Then Mendeley also give you interesting thing, that is group. You can create a research group, okay, and there Mendeley provides you at least 25 researchers can create a group, and they can share their references and the documents which is saved in the Mendeley library. So, here we have 4 different methods of saving the references in the library. Okay. So, first is the adding references manually. We can save the references manually. Second option is using by the identifier, the way we use same thing in the Zotero. And the third is the web importer, that works through the Mendeley web importer that you are supposed to download when you download the Mendeley software. And then we can directly upload files, PDF files, and that also generate metadata, because these days all the PDF files are with the metadata. So, it takes the metadata and generate the reference file in your library, right. So, let's go to understand to how to first of all save the references in your Mendeley library. So, here we have the on the left hand side, we see we have the add new button. So, it gives you 3 options: files from computer, add entry manually, import from library. Since we did not create any library, so it will say it shows nothing. Okay. So, first we will try to learn how to create manually. Okay. So, when you click add entry manually, so now here you can create your reference by yourself. Okay. So, here if you can choose, if you want to create the book reference, you can go to the book, or you want to create any other references, you can select from here. Okay. Suppose if I have to select journal article. So, first of all you will give here the journal article title. Okay. So, any title you can give, I mean you know very well what is the title of your paper. So, you keep the title over here. I am giving just for the sample. And then you can write the author, okay, and then you can write the journal, okay, you can give the year, okay, and here you can give the page number also, okay, and then here you give the volume, and here you give the issue, and you can add the entry. Okay. Here you can add this entry. So, now Mendeley will generate, okay, your entry over here. So, when you see now all references, when you click all references, so you see Mendeley has generated your entry that you have added manually. This is the one way you can add the entry manually and you can save your reference in the library in the Mendeley. Now let us go to the second way of saving the references in the library. So again you click the this one and then this option, and now you use the identifier service, right. Identifier works online through the web links, okay, that we have already generated. Okay. So in the identifier I have saved one paper, okay. You have your paper, okay. So you first click on the paper, okay. Let me download, okay. So go on Google, any paper you want and you want to save the reference in your library. So you can simply do by using this identifier service, okay. So I am just taking one paper from here, okay, like this, okay, and here I just copy this link, this is identifier link. I am copying link here and I am moving again to our Mendeley library. So here in the identifier section I just paste this link and click this one. Now this is add entry. So let us see, we have now two references we have saved, one by manual entry, this one, and one by the using identifier service. Now again the third thing you can use, you can save the references in the library is using this Mendeley web link. Now using the Mendeley web link, okay, you can search over here, okay. So when you go through the browser, okay, so yes, here we use the identifier service, okay. Now let's use the web link service, okay. So here we just go to the any publication detail, okay, we can view library also, right, all references, and we can add here. When you click, it comes here as a web page, okay. Web page is open, you can see on the web page. So it can be added through the adding any web page, the web link, you just click this web Mendeley link and then you can click over here and you can add to Mendeley. Now you see, yes, you have 3 references added over here. So directly you can add through the web link. Now let us learn what is the fourth method to save the references in the library. So now here you can save from your computer, okay. So suppose you have already saved the paper, like I have saved this paper PDF. So now it is uploading PDF over here, and now you can see this is also saved, okay. So now I have saved 4 references over here in our library. So this is the easy method to save the references in your library by using the Mendeley. Now let us use the other option, okay. So when you go to my publications, okay, so recently added, when you button use the recently added, you see there are the recently added references, and when you click over here, okay, right, so then you have the recently read also, you did not read anyone, that it will not show, and then you can have the favorite also. So you can make this favorite, okay. So it will show that your favorite is the this option, right. You organize and add, okay. So you can add over here in the favorite. Now how to create the collection? So as researchers they create the collection. So you go to the new collection and you can give any name, like you can give this name to the collection, okay. So under the science collection, okay, so now you can simply add your publication to your collections, okay. Now seeing the group service, okay, you can name the group also, like community, Okay. So, you can make the group service over here. Okay. So, these options can be used in the Mendeley. So, basic options how to use the references first of all, and how to use them in the end text citation, that is very important. So, now we will learn how to use Mendeley for text citations, bibliography and the referencing. Okay. So, you have to go for that on your page where you have to do the referencing. When you save the for the making the references through the Mendeley, okay, importing your data to your text file, okay, or any LaTeX file where you are using this library service or reference manager service. Okay. So, you have to download the Mendeley site as a add-in. Okay. So, when you will be downloading Mendeley site software, okay, with the add-in to your library, it will show on your Word file on the right hand side like Mendeley site. Okay. So, it is very simply that you use this service. There you see there are options. Okay. I have just just saved this file for showing you how to cite through the Mendeley, and you can have your text, your research paper, your thesis where you have to cite. So, we can use this reference option, okay, and we can search. Okay. So, we are already, it will show your all saved references in your library. Suppose you want to cite this reference here. Okay. So, first you put the cursor here and then you use this reference and then insert one citation. Okay. So, here you see this citation is added in this format. Okay. But again, if you want your citation style to change, okay, your journal has a different requirement of certain style. So, you can choose in the given citation style, like for the IEEE citation style, update citation style. So, look, see, this has updated in terms of the IEEE citation style. So, you can choose the citation style according to your demand. You can even select another citation style by searching here. Suppose you want other citation styles, like you just press, then it shows in terms of the journal's name, the citation style. Okay. So, you just pick from here like ACS, chemical neuroscience, and you can update citation style. Now, it has updated in terms of that journal requirement. So, in terms of journal requirement, you just add this select another style, and then on the search button you can just type your journal title, okay, and then it will show you in terms of the journal like Acta Physica Sinica. And now, if you have to submit a paper in the Acta Physica Sinica, you can update your citation style like this. So, this is the way you can use the references. And suppose if you want more references, you click over here and then you will see there is a one option, add references. In the add references, you click the add references and then you can add one more references by clicking over here. So, you create your list. Suppose you create the reference list, then all the references will show here. So, you can save the changes, okay, from here. So, it will show all the reference citation over here. Now, there is a one more option for the bibliographic entry or the reference list. If you have to generate reference list in your thesis or paper, right, you write the reference, okay, and keep the cursor over here and fix the option more, and here you can insert the yes. So, one reference it is showing like one in terms of the IEEE citation style, but if you want to change the citation style, okay, that you can do with this reference again. Okay. So, you can choose another citation like Chicago manual, you can update citation style. So, it will show like that. If you want to change the citation like Nature, you can update style like this. So, it works very simply, very easily on the Mendeley for saving the saving the library, okay, references in the library. That is very simple, okay. and then using for the citations service. Okay. So, both options are very easily on Mendeley. So, I just give you very simple brief discussion how to use the Mendeley software for your saving the papers in the library first of all. Okay. So, here we learn different methods. Okay. So, you can save as many as references you want. Just quick review, you can add by entry manually, like you can save over here. You can save by using identifier service. Okay. We did like this, it works quickly and it will save your data over here. You can save through the Mendeley web page link. Okay. And then here you can search whatever you want as a data. You can view the library also simultaneously, library will open and your references will come here and you can save it as it. Okay. And you can save selected. Okay. So, you can even add this reference to the collection also, like science, and you can add in the collection. So, we can simply use, and quickly let us go how we did with the text citation. Okay. This one, for we have the 4 ways to save the reference in the library. First, manual, second was using identifier service, and third was by the Mendeley web link, and fourth was saving any file from your computer to the library. And then we quickly come to the citation part. For this, you just downloaded citation web link and then it used to the Mendeley site, and here we can click the citation button, references button, and then we can click to the desired reference and we can insert citations like this. Okay. Where you want, you keep the cursor and it will add the citation. Okay. So, this work very easily, right, like this. It has added one citation, and when you have to add the bibliography, you go to the more style. Okay. Even if you want to change the citation style, after reference, you on the right hand side you are given the citation style and you can change your citation according to your demand. Okay. That will also work like this, and on the extreme right you see the more option. From the more option you can choose insert bibliography and you can say continue. So, it will give you all the bibliography section, how many references you have saved in the paper and the thesis, they all will come to the bibliography section. So, this was a short brief discussion on the Mendeley and with the basic functions, like first saving the reference papers, okay, and then using them in the text as text in text citations and the bibliography. Now, we move back to our presentation. So, what we have been discussing about the reference manager softwares, precisely talking about the endnotes. So, what is very important that we have to understand while a researcher starts doing research. Okay. So, always reference management is tedious job, as I told you, but there are some basics we have to learn, like how to create a library in that you can keep your references along with your full PDFs or documents. So, first thing is how to use this software, like we just learned about the Zotero and Mendeley. Let us briefly focus about the EndNote, as I gave you one demonstration how to use EndNote, but let us focus quickly how EndNote can really be beneficial in that way. So, EndNote actually work for 2 kinds of data searches, first through the online search and second is the direct text import from the document. Okay. So, let us go to the EndNote. So, when you download the EndNote and you open this window, right. So, you first can create and save the references. Okay. So, EndNote give you direct references, databases, like if you go you will see that there are certain databases which are available over here. Suppose you click PubMed and you write here anything, right, like yes. So, now let us try to understand you. EndNote provides you online database like PubMed. Okay. So, when you click PubMed you can here find online paper right in this database. Suppose you click the here you can select how you want database, like you select the journal and you see the drug. Okay, so you just go and search. Okay, no matching found, and then you here find the papers, right? So that we have done yesterday. So let's quickly go the references we have saved. So here we have to quickly learn how to make citation by using EndNote in the Word format, Word document, right? So let me first go through the Word document that I have saved here. Okay, suppose this is your Word document and in which you want to use the EndNote. So first of all, you have to download the connector of the EndNote so that you can see this option EndNote over here on the right hand side. And let's say you have to make your citation over here. So click here. Okay, wherever you need citation, keep your cursor there. Okay, and then just click the EndNote, right? And then you click the cursor over here. Okay, and then go to EndNote. It will take you to your EndNote software, your portal, where you have make the your groups. Okay, you can create your groups here and you can save your references like this. We have learned yesterday how to save the references directly. There are two ways of saving references. Either you can directly save through the database online available, or you can save the references directly through the document by using the EndNote service. For example, if you have to go save the reference from online, let me give you one example. Let's see, this is like one article, right, that you find online. Okay, and now you have to save the your reference from online, this document. Then go to site. In going to site, you have to select export citation to RIS because it supports to EndNote service. Okay, and then it will be saving this to your document. Okay. Now here you can see, now EndNote has saved your document over here in your library. Likewise, if you have to save the other documents, let's say again going to the any document, let's say more number of papers you can save over here. Okay, so let me open the references of this paper and then we can save more number of papers, right? Suppose you have to save this paper. Okay, we can save many papers in the references by using the EndNote service, and it will directly take you to your library. Okay, suppose this is the paper. Okay, and you want to save this paper. Okay, so here it's not working. Let's take any more document. Okay, let's say go to Google Scholar. You can use a Google Scholar service also. Suppose you want to save any paper from the Google Scholar. Okay, so click the site and then you will see there is also site button. Go to site and here you can again click the EndNote. Okay, by clicking the EndNote, it will again save your file over here. Okay, so in this way your data can be saved directly to your EndNote. Now let's move to understand how to cite in the Word format document. Okay, so you just open your Word format document and wherever you want to cite, click to keep this cursor over there like this and then click go to EndNote. Now if you want to go to EndNote, okay, you see the citations like I just saved in my library like this citation. You can directly use this term cite. So now you see here my citation is saved over here. Okay, so if you want to change the format of the citations, okay, if you want to save more number of citations, suppose you want to save one more citation after this, then again go to EndNote. Okay, and then you can click here where you have saved all the references. Okay, suppose if you are working on a in a research project, then you can create also a group also, like you can give the name COVID-19. Okay, suppose you are working on the COVID-19 research and you can say this COVID-19. Okay, when you click COVID-19, you don't have any paper. Okay, now if you have to save the paper, okay, So, you can copy and you can here simply paste. Okay. So, you can save the papers in the group also. Now, going back to that portion, okay, how to save more references over here. So, you keep cursor over here, again go to EndNote. Going to EndNote, you can select one more reference and you can simply cite. So, now you see there are two references you can see where you want to actually make the references. Okay. So, likewise you can make the references in this EndNote software by using the vertex document. Now, if you have to change the reference style, like this reference are saved in APA style, you can save you can change from here also. Okay. So, now it will change automatically your reference style. Okay. If you want more citation style, suppose you click here and this is a very tiny button over here, citation. Here you can change the citation style. Suppose this citation style is given over here, you can change. If you want more citation style, you can click over here and you can see huge range of styling format is given here. You can select any style and you can click over here, and now it will save your citation in that way. Like you can see it has changed your citation in your given reference style. So, these are the simple method, okay, to use the EndNote software. So, let's go to further here now. Okay. So, what we learned by we learned about the reference management software precisely. First we talk about the Zotero, okay, and then we talk about the Mendeley, and third we talk about the EndNote. These are three important reference manager software. They can be used for your research writing purpose or paper writing purpose. So, what basically they support, first option they support to creating your research library. Okay. So, this is a very important function, creating your research library, so that you can save your papers over here. Okay. Save papers, save references, you can create the research library. Even you can give the research library name also. Okay. Or you see it can be also given the collection name. Okay. Like Zotero provide this service, Mendeley also provide this service to create the collection name. And then first you create all the references, then you have to of course import these references. You import these references, okay, into your paper. Okay. On that you learned how to import your references to the paper. So, there are two kinds of referencing we always do. First is known as in text referencing, and second is in the form of bibliography. Okay. So, these two are the basic functions that we have learned by using this reference management software. Now, further we move to another very important discussion, that is on the plagiarism. Now, we talk about the plagiarism and we will discuss plagiarism detection software tools. Cut. So, now we will focus on the plagiarism detection. Now, we will focus on the plagiarism detection software, namely Turnitin and Orkin. Before we go to understand how the these two software works and what kind of report they generate and how we can read these reports to understand the similarity level, plagiarism level, and the sources where from we have copied the our source document in the research paper or the thesis, right. So, let us first of all just revise this point, that what is plagiarism. We always know plagiarism is an activity by the researcher when you use any others content, research material, graph, image, data, table, whatever, without giving due credit by proper citations, then it commits plagiarism. Okay. What is self plagiarism? Self plagiarism it takes place when you cite your own work without proper citation. Okay. You use your earlier done work, but you do not give the citation, that is called the self plagiarism. So, of course, we know plagiarism are the what we call similarity percentage. Okay. So, according to UGC norms, we have to understand any similarity below less than 10%, okay, does not come under any academic offense, okay, or no any punishment or any kind of action is taken by institution. So, less than 10% similarity is permissible in the research, but any a level up to 10% is no penalty, right. That is the idea, but level 1 penalty is that when you commit the above 10% to 40% similarity, okay, that is the level 1 of plagiarism. From 40 to 60% is called level 2 plagiarism, and level 3 plagiarism takes place when the similarity level is above 60%. Okay. So, accordingly there are certain academic action can be taken to the researcher or to the guide, okay, depending on the level of the similarity that we have already discussed in our discussions. Now, so Turnitin is a internet based plagiarism check service. Okay. So, let's explore Turnitin by using online demonstration. Cut ये चलेगा. Let us try to understand about the Turnitin. Okay. So, Turnitin, you just go on the turnitin.com, okay. Then you can go there and register yourself. Okay. There is one kind of account you have to create, right, and then you link yourself with the Turnitin, okay. And there are certain services we are freely available. You can submit your document, okay, and you can get the report. It takes time, sometimes it takes 1 hour, sometimes it takes 1 day also, okay. So, you can free check your document also, but that is up to limited number of pages, let us say 50 pages, okay. More than you need the software, and your as a practice your institution has the software and all the documents goes through the Turnitin check report, okay. So, let's try to understand, okay. We have a sample of this Turnitin report over here, okay, that we will be using for our discussion learning purpose, okay. So, when we analyze this sample, okay, first thing you see your file name is there, okay. When you submit a document and it goes through the Turnitin check, then what kind of report it produces, that we have to understand and learn. So, first the file name, time submitted, when you submit the time, and then submission ID, and what is the word count of your document, and the character count it provides. So, okay. There are different kind of checks that Turnitin software makes, okay. So, first is that there is something underlined in the document. That does not mean that you need to worry, because sometimes what Turnitin does, it gives you indication kind of problem. Just because something is highlighted by Turnitin does not mean that it is a problem. As you can see here, the author has used quotation marks, right. You see here author has used the quotation marks, okay, and referenced the original author, date of publication and page number, okay. So, this kind of we have to Turnitin gives the indication of this kind of checks. Further, if you go further, then Turnitin has found this phrase in at least one or other source meaning. One of the following two things has happened. First thing, this could mean that it is commonly used phrase that cannot be attributed to an author, any idiom's phrase, okay, and the second is that it is an idea or phrase that you have taken or paraphrased from another source. If this is the case, be sure that you reference the source in which you found this material. So, Turnitin also underline and checks the phrases and the other things that you use, okay, and then it gives you indication that you need to check it carefully, because sometimes it also increases the similarity level, okay. So, sometimes Turnitin does not recognize, okay, quoted material. This is usually normal. It does not have access to books, they are not yet available online, okay, although this is constantly being updated. However, it is worth rechecking your reference for this to make sure that you have not made a mistake. So, that you have to check in your document when you received your report, okay. So, these are certain checks that Turnitin provides you, and sometimes these numbers corresponds to the numbers in the similarity report which appears at the bottom of your Turnitin report. So, you see there are number like 1, 2, 3, 4 we have seen in terms of checks, you see the number, okay. So, this number you will see on the final report, we will discuss on the final report, okay. This number shows the level of similarity, okay. They will show the document, it is from the website or any other document, okay. So, yes, in the reference list you will see the Turnitin highlighting the all references because they are already published. So, of course, they will create the case of plagiarism. So, it is common for Turnitin to highlight your whole bibliography. This is because the sources you have used are likely to appear in the bibliographies of other academic work. This is not an absolute rule and you should always check you are referencing correctly, but bibliographies can account for quite high percentage of the similarity report. So, sometimes usually we do not include the bibliography in our similarity check also, right. So, yes, when we go to the end of the part, okay. So, yes, so in the end Turnitin shows you the similarity index, okay. So, similarity index is based on the document you have used in your preparation of the paper or the thesis, okay. So, of course, it used some web resources, papers, other resources. So, Turnitin check all the similarities from the other online resources, okay. So, it shows you also that there are similarity level is 15%, you can see over here, and it shows you different similarity index like 9% from the internet resources and other 6% maybe from the publications. So, this is the way again similarity is shows in terms of these breakups like primary sources. So, it shows 2% from the primary sources, 1% from the internet source, 1% from the publication and 1% from the other publication, this publication, okay. And it shows number also like 1, if you see the report you will find the 1, 2, 3, 4 numbering, and numbering in terms of numbering you can also find the percentage, how much percentage is from the publication 1, how much percent from the 2 internet sources, then number 3 publication, okay, 1%, number 4 publication 1%, number 5, okay, student paper is the 1%. So, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, likewise you get all the similarity breakups, okay. So, in this way Turnitin reports provides you the result of your plagiarism check. Now, let us move to the next software, that is Arcand. Arcand is also internet based similarity check software. How it works, let us try to understand through a document, okay. So, we are using this Arcand document, okay, from the IIT Jammu library we have used for teaching and learning process. So, Arcand is a completely automated system against plagiarism. You can see anti-plagiarism software and is being successfully used at universities and colleges all around the world. So, Arcand system checks all the internet sources, published materials such as journal, books and previously submitted student material also like memoranda, case studies and examination work, okay. Arcand plagiarism detection software, okay, by MS Prio Info Center, Sweden, eGalactic India partner has been selected by Inflibnet service, okay, that we have discussed while discussing the OpenX services. It is by the Inter University Center of the UGC under the aegis of Ministry of Education, okay. So, now we can go further to understand about the Arcand. So, for the Arcand registration, the registered member receives 2 separate emails, okay, first as a receiver document, okay, and second as a submitter. So, 2 different email Arcand send you when you register on the Arcand website, okay. So, further let us see when you go to welcome to Arcand, you go to Arcand, you receive mail subject, okay, and then you fill the data, all the things, okay, then it create your receiver account, okay. Likewise, it create again submitter account, okay, and you this way you create the submitter account, okay. When submitter account, receiver account is ready, there is a one login portal, okay, that service for the A and the B, okay, and then let's move to the quickly to our. So, here when you analyze the document, okay. So, first of all when you send the any submit document, so receivers account login must be activated. So, both will be activated, then the service will work, okay. Then it shows the analysis address, link to upload document, document name, document number, percentage copy it shows, date and submission time also shows, okay. and submitter accounts. Okay, so receiver account, it shows these all things. On the submitter account it says document name, document number, date and submission, link to upload document. When somebody receives document, it shows percentage copied also along with the document name, document number. Okay, then we can skip this all in technical things that you can do by yourself. Okay, so yes, so here we can see the here Archon will provide the similarity level, okay, warnings, okay, export, okay, and it provides you both. That's the specialty of the Archon. Archon gives you the Word document where from you copy and your original document, okay, and the report is generated within 30 minutes, maximum of to 24 hours. Okay, so these two are the excellent services, okay, that can be used to check the similarity level and plagiarism check by registering and making the submitter account and the receiver's account, and then you submit your document and Archon will provide you report on different levels check, and it will give you alongside the copied document and your original document. So let's summarize the whole discussion that we had in this session. So first we talk about the reference manager softwares like Jotaro, Mendeley and Note. We learned how to create our reference library first of all, and there we learned the different ways, like we can create manually the library, then we can go through the we use the identifier service by simply copying the ID of the paper or the DOI of the paper, and we can save the reference, or we can use simply the web link of these services Jotaro, Mendeley and Note, or we can also save that document reference through the PDF files. There are many ways, different ways, okay, like Mendeley has a different link that automatically save your reference in your library. Okay. Then we also learned how to make the collection group name, and how to use these reference services in reference citations using in the word text. There we learned how to make using these services in text citation and then the bibliography citations. And then after that we talked about the plagiarism, and we discussed about the plagiarism check softwares like Turnitin and Archon. Okay, and then we learned how we have to create the account for both plagiarism check software. Okay, and then we can use, and they all both software provide you different reports, okay, on based on your similarity level checking the document, and they also give the categorized report in terms of the document used, like you copy from the publication, you copy from the web resource, or you copy from the other kind of documents which are online available. So both services are internet based online plagiarism check software. So these are the references which can be used further to understand about the reference management services and how to use the Turnitin and Archon. I have given the documents. You can simply go through and learn how to register the account, and you can learn. So these references are very useful for the learning these two kinds of different things: general finder services and reference manager softwares. Thank you.